Oh wow, we just got an absolutely epic Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer. I cannot stop rewatching it. I am so excited for this. The way Jeff was talking at the Summer Game Festival, I was kind of expecting Final Fantasy IX Remake to pop up on screen, but I'm happy. The fact that this is going to be 2 discs on the PlayStation 5, this is going to be huge. Not even Final Fantasy 16 is going to be 2 discs, and there's games like Alan Wake 2 going digital only. Boo! The team's rebirth may have been delayed and pushed a little further back from winter into early 2024, but I think that was predictable. I just want the devs to really take the time to finish and polish this. Everyone is going crazy with all the new theories. What if there's an imposter in the party this time? Dude, there's already an imposter or spy in the original. But gonna quickly run through my thoughts on the Rebirth update. Okay, the trailer starts off with everyone KO'd and captured by Shinra. A really weird scene considering we successfully escaped Midgar, Sephiroth and the Whispers. Cloud is not present among the injured, so my guess is that this is one of Sephiroth's attempts to manipulate and break Cloud. Or could this play into the alternative universe theory, based on a alternative Stamp the Dog where Zack survives? Going a long way here, but what if the hints that Jesse, Biggs and maybe Wedge are still alive? What if all that was set in the alternative universe and Zack leads a new Avalanche team? I have absolutely no idea how that would play into our timeline, but maybe we get to experience their story like Laguna dream sequences in Final Fantasy VIII. Alright, enough crazy theories. So we see everyone coming out of a steel door. I think maybe this is them coming out of the Mithril mines, and they talk about how green the land is straight after coming out. Surely they would have seen similar grasslands before going into the mines, and there weren't any doors in the mines in the original. Maybe this door is actually some kind of back entrance of Calm. There's almost castle-like walls behind them. Maybe they ran into trouble with Shinra and Calm. But I'm going to place my bets on the mines, the Mithril mines. Now, if you look at the party max HP, it seems to start around 1000, 2000 fighting Jenova, 4000 later on. It seems like you're not starting at a higher level. I thought it was a bit weird Remake was capped at level 50, thought maybe we might continue from there, but doesn't look like it. I'm thinking to reset our progress and all of our materia, maybe Yuffie steals all of our materia, as in earlier than in the original. Barret and Red 13 are probably in the Mithril mines here with an all-new boss. I get the impression we get split up into 2 groups here, while Cloud, Tifa and Aerith fight off Rude and Elena. So my theory originally was that Rude wouldn't be present here in the mines, and that's because originally Rude passed on a message from a still recovering Reno. But in Remake, Rude fought alongside Reno, so he's probably recovering too? But looks like my theory was wrong and Rude has already recovered. Both of these boss fights weren't in the original. Well, we don't fight Elena till much later on. Pretty cool. A quick plug, trying to grow the channel. My goal is 10,000 subs, so any likes or subs would be an amazing help. There's going to be a load of content focused around RPGs, and my next video will be on Final Fantasy VII. Thank you! God, the more open areas look pretty incredible. Got the Chocobo Ranch. I hope they have some kind of reference to the summon material you could get from here, where all the Chocobos would dance. In the original, you were supposed to use Chocobos to get past the Midgar Zolom. That was the giant snake in the swamp. I wouldn't be surprised if you're forced to fight it as a boss this time. I like the slightly upgraded user interface around the health bars too. I'm really looking forward to Cosmo Canyon. It's a core part of the story. We don't see any of it here, but we do see Bugenhagen and his Observatory. He's probably going to have a lot of answers for what is going on. I was always wondering what Bugenhagen would look like. In the original, he was an old dude like Ramu, and he sat on top of a floating ball. I don't really get to see his lower legs here, so I'm still curious if he's going to be still sitting on that floating ball or not. Next up is what I think is the Nibelheim Mountains, and we hear Rufus talking about Hojo and Sephiroth. It sounds like he might be talking to the party, but in the original we didn't interact with Rufus again till the Northern Crater and Sephiroth's awakening. Maybe this is him talking in the Northern Crater, but Hojo was present for that, so I don't think so when he's talking about Hojo like that. Maybe we'll interact with him earlier on this time. Maybe we'll have to fight Rufus off in Rocket Town instead of hiding in Cid's house. Oh, I can't wait to see Cid. There's a bit more open world kind of stuff. I really like that Call Chocobo keybind down there, and it looks like there's some kind of functions with the Chocobos too. Maybe they can find treasures a little bit like in Final Fantasy IX. Now, I believe this house is the one you rest at under Jeunon after saving Priscilla. Christ, can you imagine riding the dolphin to Upper Jeunon like in the original? There's a little sneak peek of all the Sephiroth clones heading for their reunion in the Northern Crater too. Jeunon is looking incredible. We can see the Highwind airship docked. I was thinking maybe we could steal the Highwind earlier this time around, but we do also see Jenova in what looks like the ship. That is the ship we travelled to the other continent with, so we're definitely taking the ship for now. There's some general gameplay and familiar enemies. It looks like combo attacks are coming back from Intergrade, Tifa and Aerith, Barret and Cloud, and my favourite is Yuffie working alongside Red 13. That just looks incredible. Next is Yuffie completely freaking out and terrified. We never really see this side of Yuffie. Looks like she may have developed some kind of PTSD after the events in Intergrade, but the poor girl is probably also seasick like in the original. At first with the purple energy I thought she might have been running away from Nero from Intergrade or Dirge of Cerberus, but it was one of the parts of Jenova being controlled by Sephiroth. Maybe Jenova read her mind and took on Nero's form to terrify her. I think this Sephiroth is a lot more insidious this time. This is the first Jenova fight from the original on the ship between Jeunon and Costa del Sol. It looks a lot more intense and Jenova is hanging from the ceiling. Awesome, hope we get another Jenova theme remix. We see Cloud dressed as a Sephiroth clone heading to the reunion, probably just another mind trick from Sephiroth, and a little sneak peek at the events in Cloud's past at Nibelheim. We are dealing with a stronger and more experienced Sephiroth this time. And like I said earlier, he's getting much more insidious. In the original, he eventually breaks Cloud by making him believe he's not real, a puppet, or he's an experiment. This time he's trying to turn the party against each other and poising him against Tifa, who technically saves Cloud in the original and puts his mind back together. So this Sephiroth doesn't want that happening again, and throughout the trailer you start to see the little insecurities and cracks forming with Tifa confining with Aerith that Cloud wasn't at Nibelheim 5 years ago like in his story. In the original she kept all that a secret. Maybe that actually is a fake or an imposter in the party. Well, apart from Kachi, the spy. Oh, very excited. Christ, I'm excited for Final Fantasy 16, but I think I'm even more excited for Rebirth now. No signs on Fort Condor yet. I hope we still get to do all that stuff despite the minigame already being in Intergrade. What do you think? What are your favourite parts of the trailer? Let me know in the comments and peace for now.